letting yourself actually get riled up by the fact that so you could just say, never mind, take it off yourself, right? Is that what you're saying?
Something like that. But to understand it more scientifically, it's step 1 of the action was done which you didn't like. Step 2, you lost control of your mind. And step 3, you became angry.
Right.
So the ability to control the mind is something that we all have, and we could develop it.
Wow.
Like if I asked you to just meditate on this plant for a few minutes, you fix your senses there and eventually try and do something internally to still your mind so that you are now meditating or thinking about this plant.
Okay.
Now how do you do that? You see, first the senses are below the mind. They are a lower form of energy. All the information from the 5 senses goes to the mind. So then when your senses are focused on the object that you wish to think of, it is your intellect, which is another part of the psychic body, which is above the mind, and the intellect dictates to the mind and tells it where to go and what to do.
Okay.
So you're doing it quite well, I've noticed. But can you imagine if you were in a total, absolute rage right now, and I asked you to do that?
Yeah.
You'd probably be or you might be thinking, I might take this flower pot and bang the person on the head. And there is a strong tendency when you're upset, it's probably the only tendency to keep on dwelling on that particular sequence of actions that aggravated you.
Yeah.
So if you can, knowing that your mind is sandwiched between the intellect and the senses below, if you can engage your senses in something like breathing, counting to 10, and engage your intellect thinking about something higher, then you have a chance to pull yourself out of it.
Right.
One thing that you need to do is that when we are upset, our memory fails. The intellect is dependent on memory. If you can't remember what your principles are, then at the moment when you are agitated, you won't be able to act according to it. So we give a very simple formula. We have a little poster that one could...
Oh wow, okay. Let's see.
One could
okay.
It's a little funny. Why don't you read it out?
At the top, yeah. Okay, you may be angry. It's okay. We understand. It happens to the best of us. But must you be stupid on top of that? I like that. That is actually...
Okay, and why do you have to be stupid? Because this is stupid. Read this.
Surgeon General's warning. Anger can permanently damage your relationships. Take precautions. I like that, yes.
This is the only result of words spoken in anger.
True.
It doesn't do anything productive, but it does destroy the relationship.
Yeah.
Right, and what's the last one?
If you are angry, please be intelligent. Decide now that when it next happens, you'll shut up and excuse yourself. Don't expect to make that decision after becoming angry. You'll only be cheating yourself. I think that's true, actually, because once you actually get to the state of being angry, it's impossible to, well, it's very hard
exactly,
to
and
pull
we know
yourself back down.
It's like this, we say that a problem is not a problem once you've identified it and taken all precautions.